Today, we're going to ask the question of, can you do it all with just 2 lenses? These are the Laowa Ranger Compact Cine Zoom lenses, a pair of cinema lenses that has a focal range of 28mm all the way up to 180mm, letting you shoot wide-angle shots to establish your scenes and intimate close-ups to connect with your characters. And with an aperture of t2.9 through the entire range, you're getting both low-light capabilities and incredible-looking bokeh. We're going to talk about why you'd want to shoot with a cinema lens, their build quality and image quality, with a bunch of sample footage, all the good and all the bad. Full disclosure, I was provided this product for free by Laowa to test, and I do charge brands a production fee for the time and effort that goes into creating these videos. However, I only produce videos based on my honest opinions and only work with brands whose products I can actually stand behind. The first question you might be asking, why would you want a cinema lens, or what even is a cinema lens? Cinema lenses, or cine lenses, are purpose-built with professional filmmaking in mind, focused on delivering filmic optical performance, durable and rugged build quality, with a focus on precise, consistent, and reliable performance and results. Especially when you have cine lenses from the same set, as they'll provide you with a consistent physical design for rigging, and more importantly, provide you with a consistent image when it comes to the characteristics, colors, and contrast. First, let's take a look at the build quality of these lenses. They're made entirely out of metal construction, and despite their long zoom range and t2.9 aperture, these lenses are quite compact compared to other cine zooms on the market. They both weigh in at just about 3 pounds. The lenses have built-in back focus adjustment to easily calibrate on location. The focus, zoom, and aperture rings are all geared and positioned the same on both lenses, making lens swaps easier. The lenses have a 77mm front filter thread for attaching filters or matte boxes, and it sports a 270-degree focus throw and a 100-degree zoom throw, which are both extremely smooth to operate. Okay, now the fun part. Let's talk about the image quality you can expect from these lenses. From all of my testing and all the sample footage I've looked at, these lenses produce what I would call a more vintage look. And by that, I mean that these lenses are not the sharpest when wide open at t2.9, but both lenses look pretty sharp by t4 and t5.6, which, unless you're going for that insanely crispy look for your videos, I think the overall sharpness of the image looks visually pleasing, especially with the pleasant highlight roll-off. The color and contrast rendition also looks great to my eyes from all of the sample footage I was able to shoot, whether it was a bright sunny day, to backlit scenarios, to low light indoor shots. One of my favorite looks that this lens produces is its lens flares. Yes, this gives you that blooming lens flare, but when it comes to creative filmmaking, I'm such a big fan of this look. The flare's elements are soft and honestly gorgeous. Of course, this lens does have a 77mm front filter thread, so you can definitely attach a matte box to help control flaring depending on the environment you're shooting in and the look you're going for. Another feature that's one of my favorites on these lenses is the bokeh these lenses produce. The background separation looks very soft without hard edges, the bokeh balls don't have any distracting onion rings, and overall, whether you're shooting at a wide focal length or a tight focal length, the subject separation is undeniably pretty. And something that I've been personally doing more and more lately is shooting at tighter apertures like t4, t5.6, and t8, and the way the focus fall off is rendered on these lenses look incredible. One unique thing about these lenses is their minimum focus distance. On the 28 to 75, the minimum focus distance is about 18 inches, and on the 75 to 180, it's about 33 inches. While they're not macro lenses, this is a really nice feature because it lets you get some up-close shots that wouldn't be possible on a lot of other lenses. Even just recently in Matty Apoya's interview with Lawrence Sher, director of The Joker, he said that finding cine lenses with close focus was important for him because he wanted the shots to bring the audience right there with the Joker. Since we're on the topic of focus, both lenses also have pretty well-controlled focus breathing, meaning that when you rack your focus between subjects, the image doesn't move as much, making it less distracting. This is one of those features that a lot of filmmakers look for in cine glass, but it definitely doesn't hold a candle to something like an RE Signature Prime, though those lenses cost just a tad bit more. Another feature you'd want to look for in cine lenses is whether it has a parfocal design. That means that when your focus is set at one focal length, then zoom to another focal length, does the focus change? If not, then this lens is parfocal. In this case, yes, both of these lenses from my tests have shown that they're parfocal, which is important when you're working with a manual focus lens, since that means that you can zoom mid-shot without having to also change your focus. Of course, with any lens, we'll want to look at some of the negative artifacts and how well the lenses are designed to address them. When it comes to barrel distortion or pincushion distortion, it's really well controlled. Even at the widest end on 28mm, it keeps lines straight and realistic. In real-world testing, there's also very little chromatic aberration that I could find, but it does exist. When shooting at t2.9, you can see that there's a little bit of bluish purple color fringing on high contrast areas. If you're looking for a clinically clean looking image, this might be something that you want to watch out for. Though, as I've been making more and more videos, I've been finding artifacts like these to provide a bit more character, and I think it adds a little bit of that vintage look. As for vignetting, even wide open at t2.9, there was very little loss of light in the corners on both lenses, which I found to be a nice surprise. Overall, the image quality is quite impressive. The image it produces is nothing short of beautiful, and the ergonomics and build qualities of the lenses are what I would call premium. And now that brings me to the price. You can get each lens for $3,000 or get them as a set for $5,800. Yes, they are definitely pricey lenses if you're coming over from the photography lens world, but they're quite budget friendly if you're looking to invest in some good Cine glass that is up to the job in a professional environment and will deliver some beautiful image quality. When you compare that to the cost of a full set of Cine Prime lenses, it does come in a bit cheaper and is more versatile considering you'd only need to swap between two lenses. When compared to other similar Cine zooms, it has the benefit of being lighter weight and more compact, which is a big bonus if weight and size of your rig is a factor for you. The closest competitors I can think of would be the DZO Kata zooms, which do come in a little cheaper at under $2,500, but their range is also only from 35 to 135, so if you want that extra focal length, you're a bit out of luck. Though I would take a look at some of the reviews of those if that lack of telephoto range isn't an issue for you. Overall, I think that this set of lenses does something that not many Cine zooms can do, and that's the fact that it covers everything from 28mm for your wide establishing shots all the way up to 180mm for those high compression subject separating shots. You're getting beautifully rendered images with great colors and contrast, and not only that, you're also getting some great optical quality with just enough artifact suppression. With just these two lenses, you'd be able to comfortably shoot anything from a short film to a commercial to a wedding. If you're interested in checking these lenses out, links will be in the description down below. That's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button and show some love to that subscribe button. In the comments section down below, let me know if you shoot videos with manual focus or autofocus and why. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.